Good morning, lords and ladies. So this is going to be my special edition of basically the video promotion event for King of Avalon's, I don't know what they're calling it. It's just a YouTube event where they're basically trying to get people to do YouTube content and upload it. And I don't know if I'm trying to win, but I do know that I am trying to get some of those new heroes that are coming, or new fragments for the heroes that are coming. So I'm super excited about that. And well, I wanted to do something special, something that I don't normally do, and it might be a little bit complicated for some people, so I'm going to try and mix it up with being a little bit fun, and a little bit complicated. So there's lots of questions. I'm going to go ahead and walk through real quick here. What does it take to do 11 million damage for Golem as of, I don't know, middle of May, before the Cirque app update and some of the other the Dragon Emblem updates. So before that stuff, what does it take to do 11 million Golem damage? So here's a quick walkthrough. So what's it take? Well, I use the 50% Colossal March capacity. I use attack. Anti-scout won't help you. I come in here and I do my dragon skills. So I do a 31 plus 1 on the siege, the cavalry attack, and the bowman. Those three are important, and obviously sending more troops, so having March of Fury higher is more important. Then down here for the accolades, I get all the packages. So the packages are going to be the Royal Count, and then the 4 that you get from the Labyrinth. And if you don't know where to get those, then you come over here, the Undead Trader, you click on that, and you'll see that it has some, see, it's hidden there at the bottom. You got to push it up a little bit if you're on an iPhone. Click on accolades, and you can get these. So 1, 2, wow, this is not going as fast as I want. 3, 4, okay, so you get those. I already activated them, so I don't need to activate them again, blah, blah, blah. You get all that stuff done, you get your hero. Let's make sure that all my heroes are clean, because I was messing with these guys earlier. Yeah, that looks more or less correct. Okay, and then you go into your system message. I think it's your system message. Nope, that's where you get the hero. Aha, here we go. This. Now, what I do is I back off a little bit. Oops, wait, let's see if I got them. Still have it. Okay, yeah, and it's got 21 minutes on it, so it should be enough time. So, I back off it a little bit. I'm going to come over about here. So, we're going to land right about there. And I didn't actually have to move. I'm already kind of close to it, but you know, whatever. I'm just kind of a little bit impatient. I don't want this video to be like 10 hours long. So we're going to do that. So we make sure that we have the right amount of troops we're going, 465 and 100. And then I have mine preset to 2. So I've already saved this in advance. I'm going to show you exactly what troops I'm sending. And this is a special part. I don't normally send this. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm sending and why. And actually, you can actually do better than this. This is not optimal. This is just what I can do. I mean, 11 million damage. It's not the #1 in King of Avalon, but it's kind of respectable. And I'll explain some things here in a minute. Okay, so you put your March cap on, click this, you hit attack, your pre-configured thing, and just, I don't know why it was one off there. Your pre-configured thing, you click March, and then you come over here real quick, and then you switch the cap over to your blade. Pow. And I could maybe be a little bit closer. I might jump a little bit closer because I'm impatient, and I have extra teleports. So let's move just a tad bit closer, because otherwise this video is going to be me rambling for a long time, and we don't want that. So, and we keep doing this. And between me doing hits, I'm going to try and explain some things to you guys so that, yeah, that's all. Why is it doing that? Okay. So here's the deal. Everybody knows that you really want March. You know, you want it balanced. But it's not exactly balanced for Golem. And the reason for that is underneath the hood, the way that they implemented Golem is actually a bunch of infantry. And it's not just normal infantry, it's a special T0 infantry that you see in some special monsters and Portal. So basically the maximum damage that you can do in Portal with like you plus one troop from your farm, something like that, is what you can do in Golem. And I can prove that later. But these special T0 infantry, they have no attack. And so because they have no attack, they can't hurt you. So you can hit Golem and you don't have to worry about it doing damage. But it's still got enough defense and it's still got enough health that you still got to, beat it up a little bit and get through it. So, okay, so we know underneath the hood, it's T0 infantry. Now, the question to yourself is okay, you want to do mixed march, but you're only really fighting T0 infantry. So the reason that the PvE calculator that I did is not good for PvP is because a normal PvP guy, normal PvP circumstances, you're fighting more than T0 infantry. And so that's why you do not want to use my PvE calculator for anything other than Golem or Portal. And here, let's go and look at my damage and let's double check that I'm actually going to be doing, what I said. So, you add a 0 onto that and you should be 11 million because I did 11 million last week. Anyway, so we can see that I'm on target for 11 million. And I'm a little bit scared to try and tweak with this a little bit because I want to do this video special for you guys. So that's the explanation of why my calculator is maybe good, sort of good, for Golem and Portal, but is very, very bad for PvP. And the difference is that, those T0 infantry. So when you start adding cavalry, when you start adding different tier troop types and stuff like that, etc., it gets more complicated. So the other thing is that the way that the King of Avalon algorithm works, to the best of my understanding, is that what happens is you have all of your tiers of troops and you have your maximum march. And the game calculates out the optimal optimal amount of troops per tier. And then what happens is that if you go over that amount, there's a diminishing returns algorithm that starts to kick in. And I won't go too deep into what I think that is, because it's just what I think it is and what I know it is. But what happens is that that diminishing returns algorithm starts to kick in. So that's why you don't just see me send all T11 or T12 bowmen, because you'd start getting those diminishing returns. And that's why balanced troop types, you see me sending 35,000 of this, 39,000 of that, 47,000 of this, etc., is why you do the balanced. So that's why you do the balanced, and that's why you don't care about sending infantry or siege so much. A little bit, but not too much. Hold on, let me click this button again. So that should explain why you don't send the other two types of troops and why you need balanced. So hopefully that helps you guys just a little bit in terms of understanding, what you need to do for, really trying to get, your march optimized. Now, the other thing that is for PvP, one of the most important things that you need to do is you need to make sure that you do kind of one of two things. You need to kill as many of the opponent's infantry as possible, and you need to make sure that you have enough infantry to cover your own butt. Because if your infantry all dies, your fighters, basically your cavalry and your bowmen, are exposed. And your cavalry and your bowmen have much less defense and much less health than your infantry. So think of the infantry as your meat shield. You definitely want to do as much as possible in order to keep them alive, and you also need to do as much as possible to ensure that you have enough of them so that your other troops basically aren't stalled and are doing the work, if that makes sense. I really hate trying to explain this. I really like trying to do just calculators and formulas and helping people. So it's a really popular topic. I don't think anybody's explained it in this depth yet. Some people have spent the 15 and 20-minute videos that you see rambling and talking about mixed marches, but they don't really know what they're talking about. The best they can say is mixed march. So I've given you an example of what it takes to do 11 million damage in Golem, and I've given you some hopefully better pointers in terms of what it takes for PvP and why my PvE calculator is not good for why my PvE calculator is not good for PvP. Hopefully explaining both of those. Now, barbarians and fallen knights are a little bit different because I think, and I'm not sure, that they have more than just T0 infantry. And so because they have more than T0 infantry, sending some infantry for those cases is a little bit better. Now, obviously, if your stats are high enough, you don't need to worry about it. But yeah, let's see here. Did I do what I said I was going to do? Rank 1, 11 million damage. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my brief explanation of what it takes to do high damage for PvE and how that differs drastically from PvP. Okay, love you guys, and hopefully I win the event. If not, go ahead and vote for me or click like on my videos, or I don't know. Anyway, let's just have fun. So, okay, bye-bye for now.